Namaste. Welcome to Guru Krupa video number 3 in the series of glimpses from Maha Periyava's lectures. Today is May 11th, 2016. It's a very auspicious day of Sankara Jayanti. So we start off with a very nice slokam offering our salutations to Sri Adi Shankara. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram. I salute Sri Shankara Bhagavat Pada, the abode of Shruti, meaning the Vedas, Smritis and Puranas, the repository of compassion, the one who provides happiness to the world, and the one who is most revered. In this video number 3, let's hear what Maha Periyava spoke on a Sankara Jayanti day. I quote excerpts from Maha Periyava's lectures found on the page titled Sri Shankara Bhagavat Pada in the official website of Kanchi Kamakoti Peetham, kamakoti.org. Quote, "This day is the birth anniversary of Sri Shankara. It was by his avatara that the Vedas and the words of the Rishis were rehabilitated. It was only by the rehabilitation that the observance of the holy Sri Ramanavami, Sri Narasimha Jayanti, Sri Krishna Jayanti, Uttarayana Sankranti, and Shivaratri and other holy days were revived. The avatar of Sri Shankara made the remembrance and celebration of other Jayantis possible." Who is Sri Shankara? He is Loka Shankaraha. He makes for the welfare of the whole world. He is Shiva himself. Shiva means auspiciousness. What does Sam mean in the name Shankara? It means Sukham, bliss, or Ananda. The Brihadaranyaka Upanishad speaks of it as Priyam, that which is dear. Ordinarily, the people of the world do not know where that some Priyam or Anandam can be found. Hence they are afflicted with worldly sorrows. Sri Bhagavat Pada was filled with compassion at the sight of the world thus afflicted. He desired that people should enjoy the unlimited bliss of self-realization. What is that bliss by realizing which Sri Shankara himself left misery far behind? Sri Shankara says, one's own self is Sukham or bliss. One's own self is all. One's own self is Brahman. Brahman alone is all that we perceive. Everything is the effect of Brahman. The cause itself is the effect. The effect is no different from the cause. Everything is sum or bliss. Let this sum or bliss be enjoyed in all our experiences. Let it be enjoyed as one's own inner self or Atman. In the world, everything external to the self is dear, for the reason that it is related to the self. The self alone is ultimately dear to everyone. Realization of the self as non-different from Brahman is supreme bliss. Sri Shankara sought that Paramatman is one. Tat, everything is Brahman, and that all is one. What the Veda taught is also what Shankara taught. Sri Shankara said that as all is Brahman, there is nothing apart from Brahman. Expounding his bhashyas and the truths enshrined in the Upanishads in a language which is profoundly sublime and yet transparently simple, the ascetic that was Sri Shankara traversed the whole of the Bharat Bhumi on foot, from Rameshwaram in the south to the Himalayas in the north. Rivers and sacred spots, villages, towns and temples have all been sanctified by him. Their spirituality augmented by his yantras and mantras and the invocations he made. Generally speaking, there is no holy spot in India whose sanctity has not been heightened by his association. Even now, in every part of the country, people speak with pride that the temple in their place has been sanctified by Sri Shankaracharya and made famous by the yantra that he established. In all regions where Vedic studies were prevalent, there is no spot where Sri Shankara's bhashyas have not been studied with devotion by those who sought liberation. Even now, Sri Shankara's bhashyas are learnt in every place where Vedic studies are in vogue. The growth of modern science is said to be responsible for the intense increase of lethal weapons calculated to destroy all life and pregnant with infinite danger to the world. Yet from another angle, on calm and careful reflection, it will be clear that the growth of science shows the way for the promotion of peace among men. 50 years ago, physicists held the view that matter was made of a number of distinct elements, and they held the theory of absolute difference among things. Now, however, denying the distinctness of individual elements of matter and mutual difference between what is with form and what is without form, they proclaim that they are all evolutes of one energy. Thus, it will be clear to all thinkers that modern scientists are giving up the theory of difference and are gradually getting oriented to the philosophy of non-difference. Especially great savants like Einstein, Sir James Jeans and Eddington have come very near to the doctrine of Advaita taught by Sri Shankara Bhagavad-pada. Declaring that the phenomenal world of perception is not ultimately true but only relatively real, they have come in effect to reject the difference itself. The scientific thought of the present day progressively approximates to and supports the conclusion of Sri Shankara in the repudiation of the world of difference. This modern view will prepare the way for inculcating a sense of peace in the world with the obliteration through proper insight of sense of difference among the citizens of the world, among leaders of men and among administrators. The wise, the brave and the thoughtful ones will no longer feel that others are different from themselves. They will realize their oneness even with the men of enemy countries, themselves afflicted by the afflictions of the people of those lands. They will prove to be the foundation for raising the edifice of world peace. On this holy day of anniversary of Sri Shankara's birth, may the truth, Advaita, or non-difference, to which modern scientific thinkers are getting attuned, a truth has been proclaimed by eternal Shruti and which has been rendered radiant by Sri Shankara Bhagavad-pada, be broadcast to all the world by thinkers and wise men each in his measure, with earnestness and fervor. May the malady of absence of peace, which afflicts all mankind, be cured by the life-giving nectar of the realization of non-difference. May some, in the name of Shankara, that is peace, reign everywhere. So we conclude this edition of Guru Krupa video number 3 with our short and sweet prayer. Jaya Jaya Shankara Hara Hara Shankara, Jaya Jaya Shankara Hara Hara Shankara, Jaya Jaya Shankara Hara Hara Shankara.